today. From Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Joe Burrow and the Indianapolis Colts taking on Jordan Ta'amu and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
First opened back in 2008, there's a look at Lucas Oil Stadium here in downtown Indy. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in April. From LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have a perfect game.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
46-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow looking middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. On 3rd down, Burrow. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So here are the Jaguars now with a long field ahead. And they'll be led out by one of the stars of spring football in 2020 from Ole Miss. It's Jordan Ta'amu.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Holding offense.
So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give them the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there? Because I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay,
and he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line.
Still second down.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Baker in on the tackle. No gain on the play. And it's
Ta'amu.
3rd down.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Peterson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Enough takes to start out a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Ta'amu will look to pass. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
Intercepted.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
This will be caught at about the 6. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Burrow on 3rd down. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
Jaguars, nothing.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position.
Still got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 35.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop a shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They run. Peterson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Jaguars.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Colts 3, Jaguars nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Got Fitzgerald. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Colts.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Gould is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
The game at 3-3.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 20.
Indy set to go on offense once more. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Dante Hightower coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Airing it out for Olsen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he will have a Jaguars first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A.J. Green, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. this team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play to win each and every game, they're the ones.
Trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
The line of scrimmage.
Odds. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you as always. Welcome into our final regular season edition of our Halftime Report. Playoff lives hanging in the balance as we take you around the NFL one final time. We'll begin out in Houston, and it's the Texans who are out in front. Kyler Murray throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. N'Keal Harry, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Tom Brady, sharp as ever. He's got 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jerry Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you, the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Brett Kern now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there. Making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Chase Young in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. We'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Now a run with Peterson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Now pass complete here to Sanders. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 28. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Peterson. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Adrian Peterson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
Return team.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow for the sack. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fancy footwork at the 45. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Kyler Murray dominant in this one. 4 touchdown passes. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to drop this underneath to Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To A.J. Green.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 6 there on first. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Tabu will look to pass. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Gold is able to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
Colts 3.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Return. The Colts take over 1st and 10.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And able to find Dorsett. And it's a big play there on 3rd down, but with the marker on the field, I don't think it's going to hold. Let's see. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Yeah, 1st target, 1st catch, and a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st. 1st down, here's Burrow. And A scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
He was covered by Josh Norman.
Again, it's Burrow. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To the air again, Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll run on 1st down. It's Peterson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys, because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Adrian Peterson.
They get 8 yards back there. They could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he fires one, but incomplete. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And now back out comes the offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll complete this to Gibson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The throw taken in by Sims. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling him almost on the...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Complete. Jefferson the target. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A final shot now for Burrow. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Steven Sims Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Jacksonville, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Colts, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.